Thank you so much, Superintendent Hillis. And also I want to acknowledge Acting Maritime Administrator Joe Sabat. Midshipmen, faculty, families, friends, alumni, and guests, I was Deputy Secretary in 1989. It took me almost 30 years to come back to visit Kings Point. And I'm so pleased to be here today and to be with our very special guest, Senator Roger Wicker and his lovely wife, Gail. Another round of applause is great. Senator Roger Wicker is one of the most distinguished supporters of the Merchant Marine Academy. Thank you, Senator, for your strong support throughout the years, and welcome to you and Gail. Let me also recognize Academy alumnus and former Navy SEAL, Adam LaRue, as well as the many alumni who are here today. And thank you, Chaplain, for the invocation and benediction. And I look forward to seeing the representatives of the military for administering the oaths to our graduating midshipmen. And of course, commencement would not be the same without the regimental band. This is such a special day. There are so many reasons for choosing the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy for your education, but I know that most of you applied out of a strong desire to serve our country. As U.S. Merchant Marine Academy graduates, you are about to enter the ranks of an ancient and noble profession. Today, you embark upon a career of exploration and leadership and join the ranks of defenders of our country. Fully 27% of you will go on to active duty after graduation, and we salute you for choosing to serve our nation's military. Just last month, our country witnessed the largest military activation of Maritime Administration's Ready Reserve Force since the start of the Gulf War in 2003. These ships participated in the Air Force's successful ballistic missile intercept. They supported 3 separate Army missions with former Kings Point graduates and midshipmen serving on, commanding, and crewing both military and commercial cargo ships. This academy will continue to provide our nation with new generations of highly trained officers to operate the merchant marine fleet and sea lift vessels that are critical to our country's defense and economic prosperity. You are the skilled mariners that our nation will turn to time and time again. For those of you who are going to sea, your career will take you around the world, introduce you to many new people and cultures in an increasingly globalized world. It will also take you away from home for long periods of time. Alone at sea with your shipmates, you will be leaders of a small, self-contained world. You will be called upon to successfully resolve every nautical and technical challenge that you encounter. And you'll be called upon to successfully navigate issues regarding interpersonal relationships as well. And that calls for a strong moral center, strong set of values, and a strong character. As you know, and as you've heard, the Merchant Marine has special meaning for me because I did serve previously as Deputy Maritime Administrator, Chairman of the Federal Maritime Commission, so I am a strong supporter of the U.S. Merchant Marine and the U.S. maritime industry. And you've heard that my father was often called Captain. because he began his career as a merchant mariner and became one of the youngest sea captains of his time. So this profession has deep and lasting roots in my career and in my heart. As a daughter of a merchant mariner, I fully appreciate the challenges and rewards of the seafaring life. And one of the clearest beacons you will find in carrying out your duties is the motto of the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, which is acta non verba, or deeds, not words. Deeds will define your character, and character will determine your career and your legacy. Equally so, you will be expected to exercise leadership and judgment in carrying out your duties. And one of the most important aspects about leadership is to possess a solid foundation of core values or principles. It was a relief for me to find out that the leader is not the smartest person in the room. A leader is the person who possesses a fundamental set of beliefs and principles and sets a personal example for others. Without a strong moral compass, it is too easy to be swayed by a clever argument, to be led astray, or just follow the crowd. A good leader is someone who knows what is right and has the courage to do the right thing and lead others along the way. When you're young, you may not quite understand this, but at the end of a long life, your reputation and the love, affection, and respect you command from family, friends, and peers are the most important treasures in life that you can attain. Today marks an important date in your lives as we celebrate your graduation. And at Kings Point and in life, character matters. As graduates of this school, as Senator Wicker said, we hope that you will always be principled leaders who will have the courage to do what's right and inspire others to do the same. And there are many examples of principled leaders all around you. Look around you. Look around you for the inspiring leaders in your family, among your teachers and mentors, and learn from them. Leadership is not easy. It takes hard work and practice. But the good news is none of us are born with natural leadership abilities. But through practice, we can become better leaders. For me, my father was the principled leader who inspired me early in life. In his life, he faced so many challenges and so many adversities, but he was always optimistic, forward-looking, and steady in his core values. And if I can just share a little story with you about him. My father was born in a small farming village outside of Shanghai. His father was a school teacher, so his parents always emphasized the importance of education. My father won scholarships after scholarships after scholarships to enable him to attain his education in pursuit of a maritime career. In 1949, amidst the Chinese Civil War, my father boarded a ship to finish his last requirement for graduation as a marine engineer, a seagoing apprenticeship. Sound familiar? His father came unexpectedly all the way from the village to say goodbye to his only child for what they thought was only going to be a short trip. But shortly after leaving Shanghai, the government changed and the port was closed. Young mariner James Chao never saw his father again. And yet this setback did not deter my father from pursuing his dreams, because his family had provided him with a strong foundation and clear principles. And as a young man, my father had this impossible dream. Guess what it is? To visit Kings Point. The U.S. Merchant Marine Academy was and is known worldwide for its finest maritime education. And my father had hoped to study here, but he never had the opportunity. And how lucky you are to be able to be here and study here. So if you'll indulge me, I invited him to be here with us today as my Father's Day present to him. But his story is proof that you never know where life will lead you, and that it is never too late to realize your dreams, even if only in part. As you embark upon your exciting new adventure in life, may you always carry in your heart the motto of this institution: deeds, not words, and act upon it. You may not always have smooth sailing, but the way forward will always be clear, like a beacon shining from shore to guide you safely home. May God bless you, may God bless America, and to all the fathers in the audience today, happy Father's Day.
Secretary Chao, on behalf of the class of 2017, the great class of 2017, we'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come speak with us today. It means a lot, and here's a small token of appreciation. Thank you.